Whatever, I can't figure that one out yet. Okay, which grave is it? Is it that one? That's a big one. With a dog on it. Okay. What's my goal here? Oh, this is not going to be very fun. Oh, wait a minute.
A Celtic cross.
That's not how you
Supposedly,
pronounce it.
The ring keeps the devil at bay by reflecting the sunlight. Really handy at this time of the day.
Celtic, not Celtic. There's more shit over here.
The 4 bases guarding their father.
What the hell's this? Chinese takeout?
Still hot. If this had been here over 30 minutes, it'd be covered in ants.
What is that? Candy bar? Oh my god, my nose. Ugh.
I've never trusted angels. When they fall,
I will say that.
the world falls.
I'll be
with them.
poetic. What am I looking for exactly? Okay.
According to the book I found at Dunn's place, fans of the sport leave baseballs on Bradwick's tomb to pay their respects. It's strange that I don't see any. Maybe they're gone with the wind, or somebody claimed them as part of their inheritance.
Hello? Please don't hurt me. It's a chopstick. I can see him from here. I can see you, motherfucker. Don't say something, goddammit. Don't be weird about it. What are we doing?
I found a baseball glove at Joe Dunn's place. A glove signed by a great star. I couldn't believe my luck. Joe Dunn met with someone at the diner, close to his gym. Then he took that person to his house, so that he didn't have to live at the cemetery. I would have never guessed the person's identity. I'm investigating a case of sports corruption. I think a considerable amount of athletes are involved, both current celebrities and former stars.
Please don't hurt me. What, do you not talk? If he's talking, I can't hear it. Oh wait, no, he fixed our lighter. Hi.
Who are you?
We're doing Blacksad.
I'm John Blacksad, private investigator.
How's Joe?
One question at a time. It's my turn.
Your turn.
Yeah, why'd you meet with him?
Why did you meet with Joe Dunn?
Because he was looking for me. He came here one morning, but I was too embarrassed to come down. Because he left a baseball with his initials on by the tombstone. Sam's Diner, tomorrow, 12:30 a.m. Because he knew they want to kill me.
What did he want from you? And who wants to kill you?
One question at a time.
Yep, them's the rules, right?
How's Joe?
What would happen if I told him the truth? Would he lose it? Could I take that chance?
We gotta let him know.
Joe Dunn is dead. Murdered.
I told you, Joe. How did it happen?
Now, we'll be honest.
A hitman. But he's dead now. Although whoever hired him still hasn't been punished. My turn.
What do you want from you?
What did Dunn want from you?
He wanted to know who was playing dirty in the sporting business. Dirtier than usual, that is. Wrecked lives, careers ruined at the top of the game. He wanted to know if the same had happened to me. He wanted to know if the end of my career and my disappearance had anything to do with all that. He wanted me to confirm who was behind it all. The guy who had him killed. Our old friend, the surgeon.
Oh, we know who that is. Where is it at? Mitchell. There we go.
Is Mitchell the surgeon? Is he the person behind all of this? That surgeon you mentioned, is he...
My turn.
Please don't die. Not when I need you.
I want to know why I should trust you.
We're doing this one.
Do it for Joe Dunn, our common friend. It's my turn. That surgeon that you mentioned, is he in this photo I got here? Ow! Hey!
Why did you do that?
Hey, that toss was...
Was he gone now? Of course. Oh, a bit of a waste of time, wasn't
Both
it?
my ear and my self-esteem would hurt for days. But at least I had a new lead to follow. The surgeon. The bastard had avoided my scrutiny by passing as a hospital doctor. But now, all of my senses were on guard. No matter how good the disguise, or how well he hid, I would find him.
So it was the lizard that did it? Is that our plan now?
So, what you're saying is, 1, there's a corruption scandal involving all kinds of athletes. 2, our puppet master is a surgeon named Mitchell, a man who happened to fight in the war with Dunn, right?
We're gonna go with that for now.
Every lead I've found points to him.
Anyway, where was I? Number 3, right? 3. Since Dunn was on his trail, Mitchell hired an anteater to get rid of him. Then, since you were also shaking the wasp's nest, he went after you. But the anteater made a mistake, and Mitchell killed him to cover his own tracks. And, wait, 4. The key to all this lies with a common friend of Dunn's and Mitchell's, Craig Spenow. Do you really trust him?
I don't know, really. He's hiding something.
I have the feeling there's something Craig didn't tell me. I don't know what exactly, but I'll find out.
4. No, I mean 5. Dunn was murdered 4 days after taking Speno to his house. If that doesn't make him suspect, makes sense, doesn't it?
No.
Nah, it doesn't add up.
Why not?
Just a hunch.
Let's follow up with the suspects. You told Smirnoff you're convinced that Yale is innocent. But what about O'Leary? 6.
Oh, Leary does his shit himself. Oops, wrong one. O'Leary does it himself. Really? Is it that? There we go.
O'Leary wouldn't have sent Randall to kill Dunn. He would have dragged him to his basement, given him his little speech, and then killed him himself. Nah, I know O'Leary, and he wouldn't have sent a hitman. He would have taken matters into his own hands.
What about Cassidy? 7, right?
No, listen, I do it again. Uh-huh. No, that wasn't it. There we go.
I think it's safe to rule out Cassidy as Dunn's murderer. He seems too impulsive to have planned such a twisted crime. Whoever planned the whole thing knew the suicide theory would fall through, so he manipulated the clues to incriminate Yale. Cassidy is too impulsive to pull off such an intricate plan.
So, you're right. Mitchell is the one pulling the strings. And you know why? Because in novels, The murderer is always someone the detective knows from the beginning.
Well, that could be the case in British novels. You know, where everyone in the mansion where the murder took place is a suspect. But this might just be an American whodunit, where the detective doesn't even meet the culprit until the last scene.
You mean we still don't know who's pulling the strings?
I didn't say that. How did it go with Helen Moore?
I didn't get anything, even though it started out really well. I asked to interview her along with her boyfriend, Al Stone. Since I'm a big shot, they were happy to oblige.
Oh, I got really scared for a minute because the audio cut out of nowhere.
Perfect. Now, time for the interview. I'll go back and forth so you don't get bored. So, who goes first?
So ask Al.
Here's a question for Al.
Sure, we'll go with that one.
In just 12 days, the contender will try to steal your belt. Any thoughts on your fight against Yale?
Yeah, sure.
My Al is going to kick that thug's behind. Isn't that so, honey?
Yeah, well, we'll see. No such thing as a weak rival.
Nonsense.
Are you-
You are
is he Spanish?
and will be world champion. Next question.
I didn't ask you, by the way. Why are
Okay,
you answering?
now, here's one for Helen.
Here, what's this one?
Dating a boxer can be dangerous. Aren't you afraid that those blows to the head will take a toll on his intellectual capacity?
Honey, take a look at my man and then look at yourself. You really think I'm with him because of his intellectual capacity?
You really see that right in front of
Write
him?
this down. Nothing will change my man. His smarts, manliness, and integrity are all boxing proof.
Moving on.
Both.
Here's one for both of you.
Sure.
What do you think about sports on television? Is it good for business, or will it make it all more for the masses?
More for the masses, for sure, but also more fair. Ever since television came along, there's no place for corrupt athletes or rigged games. In the old days, athletes succumbed to corruption scandals because they didn't make enough money. Because no matter how large a stadium is, space is limited. But thanks to TV and advertising, my generation has put an end to corruption.
Now that's a headline. Now what?
No, take a picture.
Time for a picture.
How should we pose?
Oh my god. Back to back, sure.
Show me your profiles. Back to back.
Okay, use left to frame. X to take picture. Holy Jesus.
Wonderful. You two should be models.
Oh, this part is running like straight cheeks.
Okay, one more question. And
This O'Leary.
Al, honey, can you answer it? I've got to go say hi to a fan. I'll be right back, Mr. Pulitzer.
Wait. You mean she stopped smiling when that fan showed up?
yeah.
Could you describe him for me?
I'll be able to show you something as soon as I'm done developing these pictures. And actually, I thought it was odd too. So while I continued to interview Stone,